It was a dark autumn night. Rain lightly tapped on the streets as Semel walked toward the old, abandoned village house. This house stood right at the edge of the forest outside the village. Nobody dared to approach it. Years ago, a family had mysteriously vanished there. The villagers said the house was cursed. But Semel thought it was just an old legend. As a journalist, his mission was to spend the night in the house and uncover its secret. He took his camera and notebook with him. He quickened his steps, and as he approached the door, a creaking sound echoed. The door slowly opened without a sound. Inside, there was a heavy smell of dust. Old furniture and yellowed photos hung on the walls. The silence was suffocating, like a mournful wail. Semel turned on his flashlight, feeling a strange chill emanating from every corner as he moved from room to room. For the first time, he faced true fear. Suddenly, the door upstairs slammed shut. Semel jumped. He headed toward the stairs. His heart was pounding with every step. Upstairs, a long narrow hallway stretched out. At the end, an old room's door was slightly ajar. Semel approached and peeked inside. The room was empty except for a child's doll in the center. It looked like it had just fallen from a cradle. Semel bent down, and his eyes caught an old photo on the wall. It showed the family, mother, father, and their little daughter. The girl was staring directly at the doll. But her eyes were like black voids. Semel froze. Suddenly, he heard a whisper behind him, "Go away." The voice was so soft yet sharp it felt maddening. Semel looked back but saw no one. He told himself, "It's just the wind." But his heart refused to believe it. The coldness from the corner of the room grew stronger. Semel turned on his camera and started recording. Suddenly, the doll began to tremble slightly, as if moved by an invisible hand. Semel shone his flashlight on it. The doll's eyes seemed to look right at him. This is enough, he thought, moving to close the door. But the door slammed shut with a bang, plunging the room into pitch darkness. His flashlight went out. Panicking, Semel took out his phone, but the battery was dead. The only sound was his own breathing. Then a wail rose, as if the house itself was crying out. A scream echoed in the room. Semel covered his ears, but the sound didn't stop. At that moment, a cold hand touched his neck. Semel froze, breath caught in his throat. From the darkness emerged a figure, the little girl. Her black eyes gleamed, and her white dress was torn. She slowly approached and whispered, "Save us." Semel stumbled back in terror. The figure faded away, but the coldness remained. At that moment, he realized it wasn't just a curse, it was a prison. The family spirits were trapped inside. By dawn, he left the village road behind. As he walked away, he checked his camera footage. It showed only darkness and silence. But Semel knew the truth, what happened that night was real. And from that day on, no one ever dared visit that house again. Because there were whispers inside the silence. Whispers no one should ever hear.